warehouse facility is an 80,000 square foot state-of-the-art factory, and they announced they're adding $36 million expansion to that plant. It was 11 years ago that the program was started, and now at the end of 11 years, they're going to double the size, invest $35 million in the expansion, a new 30,000 square foot building that'll be constructed right now. It'll be a year before we get into full production, but Manna is moving ahead with this special peanut paste program to feed hungry children.
Previously fungicide is to Pentfields what vowels are to the English language. With it, disease control sind compult.
It couldn't be any clearer. Provosol fungicide is to peanut fields what vowels are to the English language. Without it, disease control isn't complete. Provosol fungicide from BASF is the missing piece you need to finish off disease. Always read and follow label directions.
I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
While we may disagree a lot, we do agree Rural King's our favorite place for spring planting.
Yeah, but we've got to focus. Roses, a couple flats of impatiens, and a spade.
A shovel?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking tiller.
We do not need a tiller.
Wait, a mower. Those new zero turns are sweet.
Focus. Roses, mulch, shovel, impatiens.
Jeez, talk about impatient.
Can I help you?
Yeah,
annuals.
chainsaws.
Let's go.
I'm almost done mowing
You
this
are
section.
ridiculous.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Mainly sunny skies expected throughout the day today as our high temperatures range in the upper 80s and then will drop into low to mid 60s overnight under mainly clear skies. Tuesday and Wednesday will be plenty of sunshine once again, with high temperatures dropping back a little bit into the mid 80s, and then temperatures stay steady on Thursday with a mostly sunny sky. To finish off our work week, we're looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms, highs in the mid to upper 80s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jeff Nordine.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
Folks, don't go through another year with that awful joint pain. Now there's an exciting new treatment using natural biologics, regenerative solutions that can restore and repair damaged tissue in your joints. Hey, folks, it's me, Tom Schmitz. I'm talking about QC Kinetics, now open here. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in non-surgical regeneration, highly concentrated natural biologics that can give you lasting relief. If you have pain in your knees, back, shoulders, hips, like I do every day, and you're tired of steroids, pain meds, or the talk of major surgery, this is the treatment you've been hoping for. Call the medical professionals at QC Kinetics today for a free consultation. Learn about how natural biologics can be used to get you moving again pain-free. Listen, I've heard it. You hear it. Don't let them keep giving you steroids. Don't let them tell you surgery is your only option. Get a free second opinion at QC Kinetics. Do it now and imagine life in 2022 without pain. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. They have offices in Ocala and the Villages. Their number is 352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550, QC Kinetics. This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the studios of WOCA Radio, located just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. Yesterday was Mother's Day. The tradition for the 34th time of Symphony Under the Stars took place yesterday afternoon from 3 o'clock until after the fireworks ended at about 9 o'clock. A really, really good time out at the Ocala Golf Club. Maggie Weekly, the administrative director, and all the volunteers, the 25-plus volunteers, and their families that, give up their Mother's Day to bring an enjoyable experience to 5,000-plus was what I was told was the number last night. And then Jason Linhart and his staff at Ocala Golf Club that not only do a great job with the VIP area, but then, get the field ready and get everything done, and all the sponsors that were there for this event last night to help bring this event together. It really culminates in an amazing event that last night took place, Symphony Under the Stars at the Ocala Golf Club. I have the distinct pleasure and honor of being the MC of that event. This is my 5th year doing it, and it exceeds my expectations every year. Maestro Matthew Wardell and the Ocala Symphony Orchestra did a great job as usual. Some great selections. They played a selection from Hamilton, which I am still waiting to go see in Orlando at the Phillips Center. They did a Beatles medley that was 20 minutes long, touched almost on every famous Beatles song you've heard of. They did something for the Elliott and All of Us, and I even pointed that out last night. This was for the Elliott and All of Us. They did a group of songs from E.T., and they finished it up with a medley from the movie Grease, the March from Star Wars, and Stars and Stripes Forever as the fireworks boomed above head. We only had one issue last night, and that was a little girl. Her parents got lost. They were somewhere in the melee, and she got angry with them. Her parents got lost. She originally told me she was lost, and I go, well, no, you know where you're at. She goes, what do you mean? I go, well, where are you? She goes, standing next to you. I go, see, so you know where you are. Your parents are lost. So luckily, the parents were found, and the daughter was able to chastise them for getting lost, running off and getting lost. We also had a lady, we had a moment last night where, it's a freak out moment once they realize it. Because let's be honest, and I don't know that this was the case, but it's a good event. People bring out food, they set up tables. It's a big family event. And honestly, some wine and some adult beverages get consumed responsibly by most people, but there are some people that aren't near as responsible as others. And luckily, those people aren't driving usually, all the time, most of the time. But one person left their entire life out on the field in the middle of the driving range. What do you mean their entire life, Tom? Somebody died? No, nobody died. I'm not saying that. But they left their life. And any woman driving in the car, sitting in their office listening to this, watching it on YouTube, listening, at home, you know exactly what I'm about to say. When I know that this, and it was a woman, I'm almost certain lost her life. She left her entire purse, wallet, phone, everything laying in the field at the Ocala Golf Club. Everything. And by the way, no passcode on her phone, so her phone was easily accessible. Wallet full of credit cards and cash. Purse. By the way, I was a proponent last night of going through the purse. And somebody goes, why? I go, because I know world peace is in one of these women's purse. They got everything in a purse. Let's try to find world peace in her purse. Nobody would take me up on that. But they reached out and got a family member through her phone, so hopefully this woman was rejoined with her life sometime last night or this morning. But there's not a, now for guys, it used to be losing your wallet. Now I think it's losing your phone for everybody. But this woman lost her phone, her purse, her wallet, all her credit cards, her keys, everything was in this one bag that she left on the driving range. Man, we surmised, we were like, how does that happen? The only thing I could think is she imbibed quite a bit and just didn't have a care in the world and just mistakenly left her bag. Or it could have, it could have been a mother that was packing up the wagon and trying to keep track of her kids and on, just thought it got put in the wagon, and it didn't. It was an amazing event last night, though, and about halfway through the Symphony performance, a large black cloud began passing over the driving range area of the golf club. And when I mean a large black cloud, it's one of those clouds that even a savvy Floridian who knows what rain clouds look like goes, uh-oh. But I checked the radar, and nowhere on the radar was there any rain. And sure enough, this large black cloud, when I mean black, I mean dark black. And it had wind that kicked up to about 25, 30 miles an hour. It was blowing. Poor orchestra, their sheet music was blowing everywhere. I mean, I had a music stand that actually, I was standing facing the fireworks, watching the fireworks go off, and the wind blew so hard that it knocked the music stand into me. I had to turn around. I had my phone on the stand, my glass and everything, and this phone I got's a heavy phone. Didn't matter. The wind was blowing so hard it kicked it right off, through the whole thing, right in the ground. So the wind was blowing, but that dark black cloud was up high enough where it set up the perfect dark, no light background for the fireworks display. Which, by the way, Skylighters of Florida, an amazing job last night. In that kind of wind and everything, and for the fireworks to stay away from everybody, the wind was helping a little, blowing against, blowing away from the people. And then I saw it. And I'll tell you what it was I saw that kind of worried me. I saw streaking across the sky at about 1,000 feet, maybe 1,200 feet, red and green lights flashing. Now, you couldn't tell what it was. You couldn't know what it was. You couldn't see it because it was pitch black up there. And, it was all you could see was the lights flashing. But I knew what it was. It was a drone that somebody had that was out there that had been paid or was doing a drone movie or video of the fireworks display. And they flew it across the driving range and around, and they circled around the Circle K way down there, almost to McPherson. And then they came back on the backside of the fireworks. And as everybody else was watching the fireworks, because I have a video production company called Brick City Creative. I know what drones cost. I know what cameras cost and everything. I immediately lock in on this drone going, oh, God, they're going to fly it into the fireworks. Oh, God, there's at least a $5,000 drone that's fixing to go down in spectacular fashion. And then a part of me goes, oh, my God, I hope it does. I hope it does. I hope it does. I hope it does. Just because to see a firework hit the drone and explode it would have been, for a guy like me, it would have been gold. But lo and behold, that didn't happen. But that drone was up there above the fireworks and around the fireworks. You got to be pretty trusting of your abilities as a drone flyer to fly into basically anti-aircraft, flak. It's one of those fireworks. It's what it looked like last night. As that drone was flying around, it looked like anti-aircraft flak from the ground was trying to get the drone. But I'm sure I'll eventually see the pictures of it and the videos of it, and it'll be a spectacular look. But last night, I was a little worried. Now, truth be told, I was not perfect last night. Nobody is except Jesus Christ himself. I was not perfect last night, and I publicly had to make an apology. Last night, I referred to Lisa Midget. Lisa and David Midget have the Lisa and David Midget Foundation. They're going to renovate the old Ocala Hotel downtown. They have NOMA, which is the art gallery on Magnolia at Bonnie Heath. I've known Lisa and David for quite a while. Lisa actually used to own a gym where I would work out with a personal trainer, and we talked about it on the radio and everything. And the sadistic personal trainers abused me, and it was just I was fat and out of shape, and I just thought I was being abused. Really, they did a great job, and so I've known Lisa for years. Last night, her husband, one of the sponsors that had to be mentioned during the show, and I called her Linda. Yep. How do you make that mistake? Well, I did it, folks. So I had to publicly apologize to Lisa Midget last night at the event through the microphone. That got a good laugh out of most people. But so nobody's perfect. But all in all, last night was a great success. Maggie Weekly, between her and Jason Linhart, I don't think they sleep the week of the event. I just don't. I think that they both of them, somehow toothpicks in the eyelids or something, and they stay awake. I don't know how they do it. But it was suspicious last night, though, that all the people that are there working, all the people committed to Mother's Day, one guy was absent. I won't say who that guy is. He knows who he is, Richard Hildebrandt. But one person was absent. Man, tell you what, I wish I could get Mother's Day. Oh, wait, I had Mother's Day off. My wife went to visit her mother down in South Florida, so I actually had the weekend off. I'm just goofing on Richard. He takes the day off of every job he's ever worked at. He keeps Mother's Day off so that he can commit to his wife doing absolutely nothing on Mother's Day. I haven't checked with his wife yet to see if she did absolutely nothing, but that's the ticket he sells. So congratulations to you for being able to pull that off while all of us were working. Although really what I did wasn't work. It was fun. It's really a good time. Symphony Under Stars is really, if you've never been to Symphony Under Stars, that's a you problem, not a us problem. There were 5,000 plus people there yesterday. Nice VIP area. Just a good, the sound quality was good. Just the event now with the way they have it set up with the food trucks and the areas for the children. You can't understand how many. I saw families playing everything from hacky sack to throwing a football to throwing frisbees to doing volleyball using a beach ball to one set of 4 off in one of the fields caught my attention. They actually had a birdie and 4 badminton rackets and we're just beating it around, having a good time with badminton rackets. You never know what you might see. And the Ocala Utilities did a great job last night, as they always do. They put a bucket truck out there with the big flag flying in the wind. Miss Marino, she, young lady, sang the national anthem, stellar. The mayor gave some words as he was just back from Louisville. Drove straight from Louisville to the event so he could be there for the event. Gave some kind words, and by the way, thankfully, even though he's a politician, kept it under about 2.5 minutes. So all in all, a great event last night, Symphony Under Stars, and I am honored and grateful and thankful to Maggie Weekly and the board of FAFO for asking me to be their MC of this event. It is an honor and a privilege, and I look forward to many more years of doing Mother's Day Symphony Under the Stars. Take a break. We'll be back at this timeout, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.